everybody is we have this picture of Heath Ledger right behind you as the Joker.
Yeah.
But I think in order for him to work, your character has to have that much more credibility.
Right.
And those scenes with Michael Caine especially, I think, make him so much more real.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You know, obviously we've had the origin story with Batman Begins. We've learned why Bruce Wayne chooses to create the creature of Batman. And then we have three really very different personalities. And with Michael Caine's character Alfred and Rachel, you see the genuine side to Bruce Wayne, the very personal and quite lonely figure. And then you have the playboy billionaire who Gotham sees, who is the true farce. You know, that is the true fake.
Right.
And then you have the Batman, who is actually real as well. You know, but which is Bruce Wayne's means of challenging his rage and enabling him to have something of an ordinary life.
Right.
I mean, Heath and I worked together briefly on a movie called I'm Not There about a year before. We had a few conversations before Batman, but I'd also spoken with Chris Nolan about Heath's ideas and what he was going to be doing as the Joker. He brought a character who has been portrayed before, but he portrays it in a way that has never been seen before whatsoever. He's created an iconic villain that I think will be remembered for the ages and will be incredibly tricky. I mean, the challenge that Chris Nolan has given himself is that if he chooses to make a third movie, how the hell do you have a superior villain to what Heath has created in the Joker? He was absolutely committed to the character, to the immersion within it, you know, to this craziness, this anarchic, Clockwork Orange, punk rock style of Joker. Very creepy. As well, absolutely uncompromising, fiercely intelligent, and I really enjoyed the scenes with him because I like, you know, taking things ridiculously seriously. I mean, my job is a ridiculous one. I'm a grown man and I run around pretending to be different people, you know? But I love that. I love how ridiculous that is, and I think Heath recognized that too and took it very seriously. So he would never break, you know, character once he was in the makeup and the clothes. Once he, took that off, he was great company. Right. You know, a very, you know, joyous and laid-back spirit. But as the Joker, you know, he didn't break it for a second. And I really enjoy that. I love working with actors when they have that level of commitment.
So worse than ever.
I think it's a wonderful movie. The nice thing is that you know, it's doing so well. There's a lot of hype, but you know, it stands up to the hype. You know, I don't feel like a con man standing there saying it's great when I really don't think it is. It really is a wonderful movie, and so I think that all the excitement is going to be paid off. You know, I don't think people will be disappointed.
Concerned when you were asked to do this that you would be not taken so seriously as an actor anymore if you did a big action movie?
No, I don't really mind. I mean, what I do is not, I would say, one of the most serious jobs on the planet in the first place. And you know, I enjoy watching many different kinds of movies, and I like to think that everything but romantic comedies can be successful, and so I'd like to try all of them. And you know, luckily, you know, I met with Chris, and he's really shown that you know, a sort of what they call, you know, tentpole blockbuster movie can also be intelligent and thought-provoking, and doesn't have to be dumb. And so that felt like a success. But you know, as for being taken seriously, you know, that's not really up to me anyway. That's other people's opinions of me, and if they don't take me so seriously, well, so be it. You know, I'm still doing something that I believe has some merit.
So are you saying you don't want to make a romantic comedy, or you don't like romantic comedies?
I think, I mean, you may be able to give me exceptions, but I think it's an oxymoron, really. So I would say yes to both of them.
I never thought like that.
that's a shadow side, because it's what people know they have to keep hidden, not to rock the boat too much. And so it's fascinating when you see people know that.